Before we jump into today's video, welcome back to Ride with Base, the channel where we explore motorcycles from every category, from classic cruisers and touring bikes to powerful sport machines and everything in between. If you love motorcycles, honest reviews, buying guides, and rider-focused content, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a new upload. Now, let's get started. Today's video is all about one of the most unique American cruisers ever built, the Victory Gunner. If you've ever wondered whether this motorcycle is still worth buying today, how much it costs on the used market, what kind of performance it delivers, and whether it's a better choice than other cruisers in its class, then you're in the right place. We'll cover everything you need to know, from its design and engine to its comfort, reliability, maintenance costs, and current prices in the United States. The Victory Gunner isn't just another cruiser. It's a motorcycle that represents a chapter of American motorcycle history that many riders still appreciate years after production ended. Even though Victory Motorcycles is no longer producing new bikes, the Gunner continues to attract riders who want something different from the typical cruiser. Its combination of aggressive styling, strong V-twin performance, and modern engineering has helped it maintain a loyal following. When Victory introduced the Gunner, the company already had a reputation for building motorcycles that combine traditional American cruiser styling with more modern technology and better performance. Unlike many heavyweight cruisers that focused primarily on chrome and classic looks, Victory wanted to create motorcycles that offered better handling, stronger engines, and improved reliability while still delivering the unmistakable character of an American 5-twin. The Gunner was designed for riders who wanted a stripped-down, minimalist bobber-inspired motorcycle. It wasn't overloaded with accessories or luxury features. Instead, Victory focused on giving riders a clean, muscular appearance with plenty of power and a comfortable riding position. One of the first things you'll notice about the Victory Gunner is its bold styling. The bike has a low stance that immediately catches your attention. The blacked-out components give it a modern and aggressive appearance, while the chopped fenders and solo seat reinforce its bobber-inspired design. Unlike some cruisers that rely heavily on chrome, the Gunner embraces a darker, stealthier look. The front end features a beefy fork setup that gives the motorcycle a muscular appearance. The wide handlebars provide excellent leverage for steering while adding to the relaxed riding posture. The fuel tank has smooth curves that blend perfectly with the overall design, creating a bike that looks both modern and timeless. Moving toward the rear, the minimalist fender keeps the bike looking clean and uncluttered. The cast aluminum wheels add a touch of modern engineering while remaining true to the classic cruiser style. Every angle of the Victory Gunner reflects careful attention to detail. Many riders compare the Gunner to custom-built bobbers because it already looks customized right from the factory. That's one of its biggest selling points. Owners don't have to spend thousands of dollars modifying the bike just to achieve the aggressive appearance they want. Now let's talk about what powers this impressive machine. The Victory Gunner comes equipped with Victory's famous Freedom 106 cubic inch V-twin engine. That translates to approximately 1,731 cubic centimeters. This massive air-cooled engine produces an incredible amount of torque, which is exactly what cruiser riders love. Rather than chasing high horsepower numbers, Victory engineered this engine to deliver strong pulling power throughout the rev range. Twist the throttle, and the bike responds immediately with deep, satisfying acceleration. One of the most enjoyable aspects of riding the Gunner is how effortless the power delivery feels. Whether you're cruising through city streets or accelerating onto the highway, the engine never feels strained. It simply produces smooth, consistent power that makes every ride enjoyable. The 6-speed transmission complements the engine perfectly. The gears shift smoothly, and 6th gear allows the motorcycle to cruise comfortably at highway speeds with relatively low engine RPM. This contributes to better fuel economy and a more relaxed riding experience during long trips. The belt drive system is another advantage. Unlike chain-driven motorcycles that require regular lubrication and adjustment, the belt drive needs very little maintenance. It's clean, quiet, and durable, making ownership much easier. The exhaust note deserves special mention. The Freedom 106 engine produces a deep, unmistakable V-twin rumble that's unmistakably American. Even with the stock exhaust system, the motorcycle sounds powerful and refined. Many owners eventually install aftermarket exhaust systems to make the sound even more aggressive, but the factory setup already provides plenty of character. Performance is where the Victory Gunner really begins to separate itself from many competitors. Despite weighing well over 650 pounds, the motorcycle feels surprisingly responsive once it's moving. The strong torque allows the bike to accelerate quickly without requiring frequent downshifts. Roll on the throttle, and the bike surges forward with confidence. Highway passing is effortless thanks to the massive displacement. Even when carrying a passenger, the engine has more than enough power to maintain speed or accelerate without hesitation. The suspension setup strikes a nice balance between comfort and control. The front forks absorb road imperfections effectively, while the rear shock provides adequate comfort for everyday riding. While the Gunner isn't designed to be a sport motorcycle, it handles curves better than many riders expect. The low center of gravity makes slow-speed maneuvers surprisingly manageable. Parking lot turns and city traffic become much less intimidating than the bike's size might suggest. Braking performance is solid, with disc brakes providing dependable stopping power. Riders quickly develop confidence in the braking system, especially during highway riding. Comfort is another area where the Victory Gunner performs exceptionally well. The low seat height makes it accessible to a wide range of riders. Shorter riders especially appreciate being able to place both feet firmly on the ground when stopped. The seating position is relaxed without feeling overly stretched out. Your arms naturally reach the handlebars, while the forward foot controls provide the classic cruiser riding posture. For shorter rides around town, the factory seat is generally comfortable. On longer trips, some owners choose to upgrade to aftermarket seats for additional cushioning, but many find the stock seat perfectly acceptable. Wind protection is minimal since the Gunner doesn't come equipped with a windshield from the factory. At highway speeds, riders experience direct wind exposure, which some actually prefer because it creates a more authentic riding experience. Those planning long-distance touring can easily install aftermarket windshields. Passenger accommodations are fairly basic. Since the Gunner emphasizes its bobber styling, the rear seat is relatively compact. Riders who frequently travel with passengers often install upgraded passenger seats or backrests for additional comfort. Fuel economy is another pleasant surprise. Considering the size of the engine, many people expect poor fuel efficiency. However, the Freedom 106 engine performs reasonably well for its class. Most owners report fuel economy ranging between 38 and 45 miles per gallon depending on riding style, traffic conditions, and highway speeds. With the fuel tank capacity, riders can usually expect a practical riding range before needing to refuel, making weekend rides and longer road trips convenient. One of the biggest questions potential buyers ask is about reliability. The good news is that the Victory Gunner has earned an excellent reputation for durability. The Freedom engine is widely regarded as one of the strongest American 5-twin engines ever produced. Many owners have accumulated well over 50,000 miles with only routine maintenance. Some motorcycles have even exceeded 100,000 miles while continuing to perform reliably. Routine maintenance includes regular oil changes, brake inspections, tire replacement, and periodic belt inspections. Since the engine is air-cooled, there are no radiators or coolant systems to maintain, simplifying ownership even further. Replacement parts remain widely available through aftermarket suppliers and Victory enthusiast communities despite the brand no longer manufacturing motorcycles. One concern that sometimes comes up is the closure of Victory motorcycles. In 2017, Polaris decided to discontinue the Victory brand to focus entirely on Indian motorcycle. While this initially worried some owners, the long-term impact has been less severe than expected. Many mechanical components are still available, and independent shops across the United States continue servicing Victory motorcycles without difficulty. Another advantage of buying a used Victory Gunner is value. Because the brand is discontinued, these motorcycles often cost significantly less than comparable American cruisers while offering similar performance and quality. Now let's talk about pricing, because that's one of the biggest reasons many riders consider the Victory Gunner today. When it was sold new, the Victory Gunner had a starting MSRP of approximately $12,999 in the United States, although prices varied slightly depending on the model year, dealer fees, destination charges, and optional accessories. Today, the used market offers excellent opportunities. A well-maintained older Victory Gunner with higher mileage can often be found for around $6,500 to $8,000. Bikes with moderate mileage and good service history typically sell between $8,000 and $10,000. Exceptionally clean, Low-mileage examples with aftermarket upgrades and complete maintenance records may command anywhere from $10,000 to $12,000 or even slightly more depending on location and demand. These prices make the Victory Gunner an attractive option for riders looking to own a powerful American cruiser without paying the premium associated with newer models. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into ownership costs, insurance, maintenance, customization options, comparisons with Harley-Davidson and Indian motorcycles, common problems, buying tips, and whether the Victory Gunner is still one of the smartest cruiser purchases available today.